Here you can get a little bit better view of the living area. That's the back door. Opens also to the outside. There's the furnace, the TV, the couch, which is pretty much all you need for a living area. I mean, really, what more do you need? We have a place to hang out. When my son, who is 16, comes and stays with me, he sleeps on the couch, so that acts as an extra bed. We have our TV, we have our DVD, we have our VCRs, we have all the stuff that you have in a normal house. That's a radio over there in the corner. All of those things operate off 12-volt power. There's another 12-volt light that you can see. Again, salvaged from a RV that operates and gives me my lights. The wiring is not quite put in permanently, so you can see I've got some loose wires hanging around. Recommend you do a little bit better job than I have of running your wiring. Put them in permanently, but right now we're in the midst of designing the system, so some things are still a little bit not permanent. Okay, from the back of the house, you can see the dining area, the living area, the kitchen area, and that thing right there is the loft ladder. The loft ladder is designed to be put upstairs when I want extra room. Right now it's extended down into the living room. We use the loft primarily at night for sleeping, but I also have my office up there, so during the daytime a lot of times I'll leave the loft ladder down. Take you up the ladder here and we'll show you what the upstairs looks like. Okay, I'm standing upstairs in the loft. The loft again is 14 by 14. Because of the angle of the roof, you don't have as much headroom on the sides of a loft, but you have adequate headroom at the front. I'm about 5'7", and you can see that I still have a good foot above my head in the loft. Lots of room up here. With a window in the back, I have a nice view. Don't know if you'll be able to see it from the camera, but out back side of there is a what we call the Uinta Mountains with a beautiful view out the back of the window there. I have pretty much everything that you have in your house there. Have a nice dresser next to my bed, nightstands with all the amenities. My bed is custom built. I designed and built that myself, which is simply a wooden frame with the bed and mattress that sits on it. This is my office over here. You can see how much room I have. That is a standard queen size bed, and I still have all that additional room for an office. Nice office chair, laptop computer. This is the small TV that I was talking about. Also LCD, I think it's 13-inch. You can even see that I have a PlayStation over there. Yep, I enjoy playing games, especially in wintertime when I have a lot of downtime. So I have a PlayStation there. I have a laptop there. I have a TV. All of those run perfectly well off of DC power converted into AC and run off of my small solar electric system. You don't need a large electric system in order to run things like this. A desktop computer would take up more power, so I chose the laptop computer. The laptop computer allows me to do my work, and if you notice the thing sticking out of the end of it right here, which most of you probably already know what it is, that's a Wi-Fi connector, or what they call a broadband connector, which simply plugs into the computer. Because we do get phone signals, we get both wireless telephone signals and internet connection signals up here. I can work perfectly well using the internet, which is what I do a lot, as I'm on the internet doing a lot of work. So I can use my laptop computer, I can operate that, run my business, and do everything I can just right off my solar electric system. Nice little office set up with shelves and everything. Another window out to the front of the house. Gives me a nice view, also provides good quality ventilation, and it is also my access when I need to go out to, in the wintertime, sometimes you have to brush the snow off your solar panels. So I open that window, crawl out, brush the snow off my solar panels, or just reach out with my broom and brush the snow off the solar panels, and that gives me access if I need to repair wiring or anything like that. Little area for Patty and I to sit. We enjoy sitting up here in the morning. She talks with me. We have our cup of coffee and whatever. You can see the loft opening down to the downstairs. The loft opening is 3 foot by 3 foot. You could make this a different size. You could also locate it at a different place in the cabin. I chose this location because it was easier to build around the sides of the loft opening than it was to put it in the side. Plus I wanted the headroom when you come up into the cabin so that you don't bump your head coming up into the cabin. If you put it on the side walls, you may have that problem. Of course, we have our dressers like people have in their homes. To the side, here I am sitting on the bed. I want to give you an idea of how much room you have here. Okay, looking across the cabin, there's my office desk, my TV so I can watch TV at night. Over there I have a nice antique dresser. And then you could see that you have all this room all the way around the cabin. And I use storage tubs to store my stuff in. There you can see my guitar. And I also write and record songs. So there's my little recording studio setup. Just a simple karaoke player. All of these things, again, run straight off of my solar panels. I can run them anytime I want. Another nice rocking chair and a place to sit, place to play my guitar and just chill out and do the things that I like to do. You can see the ceilings. The ceiling is recently installed. It was not included in the cost of the cabin. That would be just insulation that's up inside that ceiling. Those are 2x6 ceiling joists, and they go up to the peak up there, and that's your roof rafter up top. And those are collar ties that go underneath and across the roof to give it extra support. And that black hole you can see up there, that's the opening that goes out to that passive solar or passive air turbine, and that's where the heat escapes from through the top of the cabin so that it doesn't ever get too overheated in here. Natural air conditioning, doesn't require anything else. These pine boards I purchased for, I think, to do the entire ceiling was about $200. It just gives it a nice finished look, a very cabiny look. You could use these on walls, whatever you like to do. I use a lot of cedar trim. I also use those same boards for trim around my windows. Not very expensive, and is a nice way to finish up a cabin and give it that finished look. That's the upstairs, folks. It's where we sleep. It's where I do most of my work, where I am being creative, and I love being in the loft. It is just so much of a nice feeling, a nice cabiny feeling.